Hey guys, welcome back to Gender My Dream. If you just joined the channel, do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment below. Someone asked me very recently about memorization of the Quran in, just like 6 months, and the person was like, "Is that possible?" Because there is this program in Nigeria organized by Dr. Fadil. So people do ask this question: Is it possible for you to memorize the Quran within the span of just 6 months? Can you actually do that? And they're like amused, they're surprised, and some people were in total shock. But that's not possible. How are you going to memorize the Quran in 6 months? So the answer to that is actually you could do it if you have a strategy of memorization of the Quran daily. And when we're in the program, we were told to memorize about 5 pages of the Quran per day. Sometimes we started with 3 pages, then it got to some levels where it was increased. The numbers of pages memorized and increased so as to meet the target. So generally and basically, you can memorize the Quran for as short as 3 months. It depends on the kind of strategy you're using, on the plan you're using. But there's something really confusing, and there's something that most people do not ask of. They do not even care about it. All what people talk about is memorization. Can you do it? Can you do it? We've got to start asking that question of how firm is the Quran on the person's head. Like, if you memorize the Quran in 6 months, or in 2 months, or in 3 months, are you going to be able to retain all that verses and all that surah that you've memorized in your head? Is it still going to be there? That's the main question, man. It's not about memorization. Look, let me tell you, memorization is so easy. You could memorize 3 pages within, like 1 hour or 2 hours, any hundred of that. But is it still there in your memory? Do you still have the retentive memory to bring those things back? So that is the most important thing, friends. Stop asking about the duration of memorization of the Quran. You've got to start learning how to make the Quran remain firm and steady in your brain, because the Quran, it goes and comes. If you memorize the Quran and you leave it for like few days, it's gonna go. Definitely, I'm telling you this, man. It's going to leave you for lots of days and you may regret it. So if you want to memorize the Quran, you have to do not focus on memorization, but you have to focus on the muraja, which is the revision of the Quran. So as you're memorizing, you're doing revisions, you're memorizing, you're doing revision. That's going to help you a lot. Like I said, I've seen people, I've listened to some interviews, I've seen some shows, some programs on YouTube and other platforms, people saying that they memorize the Quran in as short as 2 months, the whole of the Quran in 2 months. But I'm not surprised at that. I'm not amazed, I'm not shocked, it's nothing. It feels normal to me, because the main aspect of memorization is the retentiveness of what you memorize. If you can retain that you've memorized, then you're good to go. Memorization is quite easy, but bringing them back into memory and making them last long is a problem. And that is why the solution to memorization of the Quran is not actually by looking forward to memorize faster, but looking forward to make your memorization last for a long term, like last for a very, very long term. Because the Quran is such a beautiful thing. You want to have the ability to bring them back to your memory anytime you want to read it. You want to have the ability to to talk with it and to give people the lead and proofs and all that. So it's so useful. It's not something you just memorize and you leave it and it's gonna go. What I mean is, if you want to memorize the Quran, do not say I want to cover the Quran in 6 months. Do not say I want to cover the Quran in 7 months. What you have to say is, I want to memorize the Quran as fast as possible, but I want to do the muraja. I want to have the revision. I want to do the revision of the Quran as long as possible. You see that? When you have a long-term revision and a short-term memorization, it doesn't matter. The memorization doesn't matter. The memorization, the work of memorizing the Quran, it's only going to get you familiar with some of the words and some of the kalimat and some of the ayat and some of the the verses, the surahs, the pages, whatever. You're going to get familiar with those things. But when you do lots of revision, it's going to make what you memorize remain in your brain for a long period of time. My advice to you guys is memorize the Quran. It's good, it's beautiful, it's excellent, it's perfect. Memorize the Quran and make sure you have a strategy for revision. If you do not have a strategy for revision, you're actually going to lose it. it's gonna go. So that's that about that. If you want to memorize the Quran, please just make sure you're consistent with the revision. That is the most important part of memorizing the Quran. The memorization is quite so easy, but retaining that in your memory is actually the real deal. So that is about that, guys. So barakallahu fikum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.